This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
It's Thursday, CoastLife, and you know what that means here. We are spilling some tea, spilling some drama, and around the holidays, I think, and Valentine's Day is going to count as a holiday for this one.
Yeah, it does.
Always a great time to spill some tea because people always get extra dramatic when there's an event coming up, and it's my favorite.
A lot of drama, and we're going to have some opinions about the drama, but we also have some tea here.
Exactly, and some of your opinions too. You guys have chimed in on our socials, which is always good to hear. But Charlie, what are we drinking?
All right, let's take a look. Let me pull out my spectacles. We've got a Strawberry Clouds white tea. Now it says it's a delectable organic white tea blend, perfect for a warm summer's day, but we're going to drink it today anyway. Yum. Strawberry and rose hip providing a luscious base highlighted by rose and vanilla. I'm excited about it.
Yes, well, I may have picked this one because we've had a little bit of the snow and I'm in a warm state
of
mind.
You want to be in a summer brain setting.
Exactly. So we'll do that with our tea, but the hypothetical, the dramatic tea that we are spilling today, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. A couple, young couple, you know, they're excited about it. Young love. The guy, the gentleman in this situation is very excited about Valentine's Day, wants to spoil his girl, wants to do something big. And she's actually not about it. She's saying, let's do something small, something cozy maybe, or not even. She's just like, she's not about Valentine's Day. He was like, well, can't we do something cozy, a night in? And she's not into it. Not sure if it's work stress related or just too much going on. But this year she's like, not feeling it.
Well, what are your thoughts? And then I'll come on the other side of that. But give me where are you at in this?
Yeah, I mean, from his perspective, he's feeling like she doesn't care as much as he does when it comes to either this relationship or the fact that this is a big deal to him. And sometimes if something's not a big deal to you, you still have to listen to your partner and say, well, if it's a big deal to them, it can be a bigger deal to me. So even if they do want to plan like a cozy movie night in, something easy, something simple, and I think if she puts that little bit of effort, it'll ease any sort of tension. So I get it. You don't want to have to spend big money. You're not in the mood to go out. I understand. But I feel like if she puts just a little bit of that effort back into it, it could liven it up again.
So I think for me, I have more questions than answers here. I want to know, if I was the boyfriend in this situation and she was vehemently against this whole thing, you got to start asking, what's the deal there? Is it because she's had a stressful week? Right. Is it because she's had bad Valentine's Day experiences in the past and she just doesn't want to relive that? Is there something that is holding her back from not wanting to be a part of it? Because even though he clearly wants to do something special and do something nice, if by trying to do that, you're stressing that person out more, you do need to respect that. However, on her side, I think, like you said, there can be a meeting in the middle somewhere. You don't have to do, a million things for Valentine's Day, but a movie on the couch can be everything you need. Maybe you get a Valentine's Day chocolate to go with it, or some popcorn and
a bottle of wine, some popcorn, some chocolate.
It can be low key. But it seems to me like it feels like one side wants to profess their love and sing it from the mountaintops, and the other side is a little weary. And so we say this all the time, you gotta communicate so you understand where the disconnect is there, because clearly it's two people that are not on the same page.
Yes, and it seems like we've got some mixed opinions about Valentine's Day in the comments. We had some people saying, they never do Valentine's Day as a couple. It's just not a big deal to them. Shouldn't have to be one day to be romantic. We've even had some that are like, I used to work in the restaurant industry, so Valentine's Day is over for me.
It. Yeah.
But generally, it seems like people might be siding with the girl on this one and saying it's really not that big a deal. But I feel like listening to your partner is always a big deal. So I think you're right. They need to communicate, get to the root of the issue here and the disconnect, and I'm pretty sure they can work this one out.
Yeah, again, it all boils down to communication when you're talking about relationships. You need to be clear about not just how you feel, why you feel that way, and then that person needs to do the same, and you need to come to some sort of agreement or collaboration or somewhere in the middle where you meet.
And if you can't, then it's time for a different conversation, I think.
Yes, and that is always the danger around these holidays.
It can get dicey, but tea is always delicious from our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Let's give this one a sip. I'm feeling
I
the summer.
really enjoy that mix of strawberry vanilla there. That's really nice. I like the taste there is fantastic.
Subtle, and I think this could also be a really good iced tea when we do get into that warmer weather. So
Yes,
check
still a little
that.
ways away on
Oh,
that
ways
one.
away. Well, spring. We can still think warm.
We
when
can
we get to
dream.
spring. We can dream.
But you can have hopes.
And you can dream of your delicious teas and meals and spices that you can find at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. But we got to send Charlie here down the stairs to get ready for Coast TV News at 5. But before that, we still have a little more Coast Life to go. That's coming up next.